Good boy, son. Good boy. He's been up here that many times as well. He just knows where he's going. So he's comfortable just going ahead of us, and then he stops and waits for us. Or looks back at us to see where I am. Now when I looked at Google Maps yesterday, it looks like there was tiny patches of maybe the wet stuff, little patches of it though, not torrential. Probably just sporadic, very fine drizzle, patches of it coming over. But look at the sky, it's beautiful, man. The sun's out. But I have noticed as well, lately I've seen as many chemtrail planes going across now, because obviously a lot of them are getting followed by jet plane and taught to land, and they've been arresting them and locking them up, these pilots. So they're catching up with it. Come here. There you are, son. Good boy. Good boy. Now he just come back to me there. I didn't shout at him. Good lad. He's a good boy. Good boy, son. Now when you start getting hot and panting and all, you have got to slow down. You've got to slow down for your granda, haven't you? You've got to slow down, son. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Right, go on then. How you go? See, he knows exactly what I'm telling him. This is exactly how I taught corn. Exactly. And like I say, we're 3 years going out in the countryside and telling them to leave them when we come across sheep. Eventually he just didn't bother with them. He would walk past them in fields of them, and he just wouldn't even bat an eyelid. So obviously it's just down to repetition with a dog, and that's how you teach them. So they learn exactly what you're saying and they know what you want from them. I've got my sandwiches and my satsuma oranges in the carrier bag in the back of the car. I should have brought a couple of oranges out and all, so that when I start getting dry and parched, when the heat's getting extreme, I could eat an orange just to get some juice down my palate. But it's absolutely perfect walking weather. No, there's just a very, very, very slight breeze. The sun's out, it's dry, warm to walk on. So, but not too hot yet because it's still early in the morning. But come dinner time, that'll be a different matter. So just as I was coming along past Clark's farm, coming along from Gillsland, going to turn right and start coming up the bank and going up the normal way I come to get here, I came across that road closed just on a right hand corner, and I went along the road to see if it was blocked, because sometimes they just put the barriers out and they call me but I put them back so you can sometimes get through. So I tried it, but I ended up having to do a 3-point turn in a thin road, then drop back down to where it says diversion. So I'm probably going to have that same shit going back and all when I get to that point where I won't be able to get round to go towards Gillsland. But just the way I'm walking is very, very, very uncomfortable on my left calf muscle. It's driving me nuts. Good boy, son. Good boy. Good boy, son. So I'll give him his, the other half of his tin of butcher's dog food and 2 big handfuls of biscuits for his breakfast this morning before we came out. So that's the reason why they dig these gutters and trenches on the side of the road, so the water runs into them instead of onto the track where it freezes over and makes it difficult for vehicles to get up them. Even though there's stones on the bottom, sometimes the wheels will not bind and pick up. Right, straight ahead there's a track goes off up on an angle, uphill, and it disappears into the trees there. Now that takes you right over where I'm going, and I might come back via that track, but I want to go up the hidden track first to see if I can get up get along right along it, and I might come back via that track coming down to meet this one, and then that'll be my return journey back towards the car. So it's my sister's birthday. She's more like my twin because there's only 11 months difference between us. We're both the same age for a month, and then when it's my birthday in March, I'm like a year older than her, and then when it comes to April, we're both the same age. Till next year, the following year, and the same again. So, like I say, because there was only 11 months between me, we were classed as twins and grew up taking care of one another and fighting each other's battles and stuff like that. There's nobody could hit me except for Shelley, because she was my older sister. And if I was having any bother with the kids in the back lane, she would come out and sort them all out. Right, so there's a skinny brook that goes all the way down there, hidden by the grass and the rocks. It's just create a thin groove all the way down, and you go over the top of it when you come to the start of this track around the corner here. Right, I'm just wondering how long it's going to be before my left calf muscle calms down. Otherwise I just won't enjoy this walk at all. Good boy, son, good boy. See, keep stopping and looking around. Good. He's learning. That's why I says to my daughter, I says, I'm looking forward to getting Bear again and bring him out so I can continue with his training for recall when he's off the leader. And so far, he's getting better and better and better at stopping and looking back to see where I am. And then when I do call him, he comes back. But I don't put his leader on, so it's not to frighten him off at coming back. I just pet him and say good boy, and he's quite happy to come back. Right, so that's that track that's going up there, and it goes into the tree line there straight ahead, and it goes along, it bends round the left, goes uphill slightly, quite a distance, then it bends round the right and goes over to the far side where I was the last time I was here, where you go past the abandoned house, the ruins of the house on the corner. So I may be coming back down that way, getting onto this track here, and just going back down where I've just come from to go back to the car. Depending on if I can get up this hidden track, see if I can get right through past any trees that might have fallen across the path. I'm going to have to go back to the doctors and complain about this my calf muscle seizing up and being in pain. But the I mean, I don't go to the doctors about now. I hate going to the doctors for anything. So they hardly know me now. When I go in to see any of them, they say, "Hello, Stephen. Long time no see." I say, "I know, because I didn't want to come." And they know I won't take tablets for anything. So when I start suggesting Big Pharma, which doesn't do it any justice, it's just a way of getting them, you know, using their bloody tablets for money. And he's going up that path here now. It's starting to go up the track on the right. That's where it is. There's a marker post just on the corner of it. Just as you get around this corner, look. But we're going straight on up till I come to this hidden track, and I'm going to be going off to the right and start following up the hill. It goes up slightly, but it's just it's a disused farmer's quad bike track, that kind of track. But it takes you up and round into the trees. Right, so as you can see, you go straight on, and it's uphill, then round to the right, bend there, past a couple of fallen trees on your left. Some dead trees snap off on the left hand side, they look. You see them from here. Right, so that's where the track's going up past that pipe sticking out the ground. And you can see where they've piled up the stones at the side of the track, where they put all the new stones down for the Forestry Commission big trucks to go up and doing there. They've built up the road with massive stones. So I jumped in the car and I pressed the record on my Nikon camera, and seconds later battery exhausted, beep beep beep. I thought, oh, for God's sake. So I took another battery out of my pocket, put that in, turned it on, and beep 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 beep, battery exhausted. I thought, oh shit. So I just lost it and put my camera down. I never used it. He's eating grass constantly. Right, so you can see the big stones at the front of that track going up there for the Forestry Commission trucks to come down, fully laden with tree trunks. Right, so this is where the stream's coming down. It goes underneath this road here, then just continues down there. And there's your cycle post, look, with the arrow pointing down there. So when I parked up where I've got the car there now, a few weeks ago, I parked up and all I saw was planes going across constantly, dropping chemtrails on one. It was disgusting. And when I looked at me time-lapse played it back, all you can see is white streaks going across where they're dropping the chemicals with the back of the planes, one after another. But like I say, because people are now aware and posting videos and pictures of the planes going across wherever you live, all around the world, they've started following these planes and grounding them, getting them down, and then arresting the pilots, like I say. So hopefully it's been addressed, the problem. I mean, they've been spraying with for 20 to 25 years with these bad chemicals like barium, strontium, aluminium, all things that affect the brain. Alzheimer's, autism, things like this. They've been attacking with for years, and then but nobody seems to realise. Same as the shit that we put in our food and fluoride in our drinking water. So if you can afford it, buy the filter system that you plumb into your water, so it's filtering before you get to the tap. So the American ones are the best, I think. Right, so I'm still going slightly uphill. Just turn back and show you where I've come from. Yeah, so you can see that track quite clearly now going up. Goes off to the left and then up and then left into the trees. So if I get where I'm going via the hidden track, I'll be going further along, then turning right and coming along that track there, which will bring us down to here to go back down towards the car. If my plan works out, that is, if I can get right along this hidden track. If not, I'm going to have to come back down, get on this main road and go along to the hidden, straight up to the abandoned house on the corner on the crossroads. Turn right and go up that way. But I don't want to be walking too far because my legs are aching. So you can see there's a tiny little stream running down there. That's what comes all the way. It comes from the other side of the road, higher up, crosses over underneath the road and just goes all the way downhill there. Right, come on son, up, come on, here, how come on, how son. I think this is where it crosses onto the road here. And it drops down to the plastic pipe there, look. Well, these boulders are on top of it. So it's coming from over there. So obviously when it's been pissing down the rain, all that water runs down the hill into this little brook, then goes down underneath the road. I've been doubling back on my videos that I've been posting on my YouTube channel and seeing if they keep dropping them down to 368p from 1080p or whatever. And because I'm making these videos in 4K 30 frames per second, it drops down to about 1440p, which is clear, nice and clear to watch. But they're still dropping it down considerably, as they do. But my 1080p's, they're dropping them down to 360p and it's just total grainy. It look bloody awful to look back at. So I keep checking on them, just going back into my playlist and play a couple of them to see if it comes up HD on the bottom of your video screen. And then I click on it and see what resolution it's set at. And so far, so good. They've stopped dropping mine right down to 360p. But they're still censoring us as well, YouTube. I still try to put me US military news, on Facebook as well. I start posting that on my People Power Facebook group. And as soon as I post, they delete